This may actually wind up being a Lord of the Rings ASMR stream because somebody wants to curl up on me. You're such a happy kitty. What? You got a chair. Seriously. Hi, Master Mal. Look, I'm on my kin alt right now. I'm actually not in Brie. What the hell? What's going on, world? It's VIP weekend, so I'm gonna work on leveling this freaking character. What? Oh my crap, my hair looks terrible. So, we had a Thief Kitty in real life, and this is the character that has Thief Kitty in game. However, I don't actually like carting pets around when I am out and about. So, I'm gonna get rid of that pet and I'm gonna summon the other pet, also known as my Herald. There we go. How you doing? Ominous portal ahead. Actually, it's the way out because I'm outside Felgoth. What? Unlike my hunter, whom I dinged to level 130 yesterday on the official Lojo channel, I'm going to play my Lonely Mountain Bandalt. What? Who is a 120 captain. I could just take her to the Bjorninghus and start her in the Minas Morgul content, but I kinda wanted to catch up with the Black Book of Mordor. So if I do that, I have the rest of the Black Book complete up to chapter 6.2, which is the one I'm on now. So I figure if I play through the Black Book of Mordor, I can then eventually get this character situated in the Minas Morgul content. Pontin Finberry, how goes Crick Hollow this evening? So we are in Lasgolin, and because it's dark and spooky in here, I do not have my key light on, which is gonna be fine. We'll make it without the key light. And I need to go find my contacts here in the middle of the damn forest, so we're gonna go for a little bit of a ride. I'm riding my heavy war steed because for some reason I thought captains should ride a heavy war steed. I don't know. Had a good Thanksgiving. Well, I'm glad to hear that. My Thanksgiving was extremely quiet. The turkey was overly salty. But I had the kitties. My house is okay. Well, it's okay as it ever is. And yeah. So we hanging in there. Now this other quest popped up. This is a side quest, and I'm actually going to ignore it because I don't want to mess with that quest. I want to focus on the Black Book of Mordor. One of the other things that's good about playing a 120, doing a 115 quest is I haven't played my captain here in a while, and so I'm a little bit out of practice. So I figured I can get back in the swing of things by playing this character. and doing the Black Book rather than jumping straight into Minas Morgul stuff. Because unlike a hunter, like I was playing my hunter in supremely, well, she was 3 levels under the content I was playing her in. So the fact that she was Redline Hunter made it that it wasn't that big of a deal until I got to the very end of the content I was playing, and I'm like, shit, I kinda need help. And then, thanks to Guarendes, we kicked some ass, took some name, killed some bees, fixed some stuff in Limloke, and dinged 130 on the hunter. Okay, I think it's just about time to go off-road here. That's one way to do it. I actually don't remember. Let's stop for just a second. I don't remember what profession. Oh, she has woodworker, prospector. Yeah, I'm not going to do any crafting on this character. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were definitely made. Aha! This looks like where we need to go. There'd be spooters in here. What I should do. Hop off the horse and go kill some spooters with my archer. Helps if I don't target. There we go. And I would point out how amusing it is that my captain here has 106,000 morale, whereas my hunter, who was level 1, well, she actually started the day at 126. And she had 94,000 morale. Now, to be fair, some of that's probably, you know, the difference between... Well, people are looking for it this way. The difference between medium armor and heavy armor, fair. However, there's also the fact that she also has shitty-ass gear. This character has slightly better gear, and most of it's from loot boxes.
Any friend of the prince is friend to me also.
Remember, we've been investigating things here in Aaron Lesgolin with Legolas. I'm trying to find out what's going on with orc spies, and you know, that's where we left off. Yeah, remember we went to Castellan, and we're supposed to kill some orcs? Well, we're going to Castellan on this character, because, you know... Would you actually not lag? Holy crap. The game is seriously lagging. Well, it's definitely the game, because my PC's fine. There we go. Howdy. Arr. Okay, we gotta defeat foes in Aaron Glasgow, and we got like a huge area of foes that we can kill. So we're gonna start with this critter up here. And I'm not sure I like how this character's holding this sword like this. Like, yeah, we're just gonna hold it way back here like that. So we're gonna find our way out of this area. We're gonna pick the pockets of this corpse over here, because it's there, and why not? On you. Alrighty. And again with the lag. Let's see if we can get all the foes killed over here first. Because I forget if we have to go back to the person we were just talking to, or if we proceed on to the next person we're supposed to talk to. So the thing I did for this captain, she's mostly red line with a whiff of blue, is that I put my archer's auto attack on #1 so I don't have to hit any funky keys to send my dude in to start killing bad guys. Alright, let's find some more bad guys. How are there no bad guys here? There's a bad guy. It's a bear. This will be rather unbearable. Waffles! Hi, TD! What's up with you? It's actually kind of funny that my my archer, who theoretically is a hunter, right? Has medium, one would think medium armor, has more morale than I have. Alright, let's kill this boar. Alrighty. Yep. Proceed to Caristilian. First of all, we'll proceed back to the road. This is why Gandalf said stay on the path. But did they listen to the wizard? No, they did not. I was originally going to play DDO tonight because they have a Guild Renown weekend going on, and Guild Renown pots are on sale. However, I was like, you know what? I had so much fun playing Lotro yesterday. I'll play Lotro again today. And also, I believe Wayward Plane was not going to be streaming on the official tonight because they weren't feeling well. I don't like playing Lotro on Saturday nights when Wayward's on the official because I don't like to cross-schedule like that. There we go. How far away is the damn road? Oh, right next to it. Jamming on Laurelin. So a friend of mine who works for Square Enix, a beautiful gentleman by the name of Nell Star, well, Nell, has just started playing Lotro, and I was more than happy to give him advice on you know, here are the servers for this content, these are the primary servers for that sort of content. He's playing a hunter. He was asking me, well, how important are professionals? I'm like, not really very important. Maybe they can be useful, but not super important. But they're good for some free XP. Ooh, riding through Mirkwood at night. What I'm gonna turn my title off or use a shorter title because that thing's taking up a lot of real estate. What title should I use? Champion of Rivendell is a good one. I'm actually an exalted champion of Rivendell. See? Favorite of Elrond is the favorite. Herald of Rivendell, honorable contender. Legendary Traveler is a good one. I like to wear Reminder occasionally on my minstrel, the one who normally runs with Professor Corey, because I wind up reminding him of stuff occasionally. I did actually text him to tell him that he should probably get a Valar this weekend while they're on sale. Well preserved. I'm not finding anything that really is calling out to me, say, oh my god, this should be your title. I am known to all these people. Oh, let's see. Weatherstock. Well, I'm not actually a Weatherstock Bard. I have not performed a top weather top. The only reason I have that title is because Cordovan gave me a stack of titles to test to make sure they still worked, and that was one of them. Whiplash. Where there's a whip, there's a way. I want a Slayer Deed one now. Let's see. Artist. I could use that one. Event winner, yeah. Musician, technically, yeah. Yay, I got that one. Indomitable, undefeated, see, yeah, I was actually Undying on this character. My main doesn't even have the Undying title. Oh yeah, I'm a lucky duck on this character. I don't know. We'll go with artist. Because that'll be a sore reminder of the fact that I still need to finish TD's artwork. And begin work on Ken's artwork, because I haven't done that yet. I want to finish TD's first. But I think I would say that I'm about maybe 3/4 done with TD's. Unless I really want to get fancy with more than just the bee wings. In the way that I got fancy with Catriana's picture, where I made her character's hair be drawn in the colors of the hair rather than doing a black outline and then filling in the blanks. I don't even know why I'm yawning. I'm not tired. I was up late. I didn't go to bed till almost 8 o'clock this morning. Okay, right turn, Clyde. Pow. And does anybody remember what movie that came from? Why do you know that, TD? How the hell do you know that movie?
How has the prince fared on your journey?
Why am I searching the dead orc and he was already here?
The orc carried a letter from its captain? Show it to the prince.
It's actually really funny is Legolas goes on the journey and it's like, yes, we all know he was the Prince of Mirkwood. His father was the Elven King, right? But we don't really make a big deal out of it. Like, he's just the elf. He's the token elf in the Fellowship. Just like Gimli isn't a prince of the dwarves. You know, while his father Glowin is one of the celebrated travelers with Thorin, Gimli himself didn't become a lord until he took lordship of the Glittering Caves. So he wasn't Lord Gimli till, you know, after the end of the Fellowship. Whereas, of course, Aragorn was the heir of Elendil, the heir of Isildur, the wannabe king of Gondor, and Boromir was the wannabe steward of Gondor. And even, like, the hobbits, like, Frodo and, like, Merry and Pippin were the sons of the leaders of the respective areas. You know, in fact, they go on to become the leaders of the respective areas, of the respective families. The Thane and the Master of Buckland. Alright. Whereas, you know, Legolas actually was a prince and kind of downplayed that on the journey, which is kind of weird.
This letter is interesting. Are the Guzul of whom Mithrandir speaks not united?
Gurzoil? No. They were united when the Iron Will of Sauron was keeping them in hand, but once Sauron went away... Add a monkey and you're in? Clint Eastwood was one of your favorites. The Thane and the head of the Brandy Bucks. Yeah, the master of Buckland. All top of the population. Whereas, you know, Frodo was simply a... wasn't simply anything, but he was like a gentleman. A landed landowner, basically. He was gentry. Well, Samwise was, you know, servant class, if one were to put classes on anything. Though Sam, of course, eventually does get elected to be mayor of the Shire, mayor of Hobbiton, I guess. Alright, let's go beat up some foes if we can find them. So later tonight, after the stream, we're gonna have the debauchery of the Bards, Beards, and Longbeards. And I believe I'll see TD there, as always. I do plan on being there. Though I also planned on playing a lot of DDO last night that didn't happen because I fell asleep. Because I was so tired. Alright, let's see how we do against this butthead. I'm gonna put the mark on him though. Bearing in mind that we're 5 levels over this guy, and I do have some gear on this character. Not a lot, but I have some gear. So that's not so bad. Let's get out of this stupid. I do miss having Purge Poison. That was something I spammed the hell out of yesterday on my hunter. Noticing pets on my bars. I'm like, I don't need pets on my bars. Hello, I need more bad guys. I should probably not look at kin chat right now. You can't see kin chat unless you're logged in to kin chat. Now, of course, TD is not in our kinship, even though TD is awesome. Forgot about that. Alright. Need to kill one more dude, and I'm sure one of them would have respawned on the way out. So we'll go kick him from down here. Yep. Why am I running when I can ride? Yep. Mal joined the party. We're gonna draw the winner of the November art raffle on Monday. Probably during Ales and Tales. Because the current plan is to be listening to Ales and Tales while I'm streaming and working on TD's artwork. That's the current plan. Things can change. But it's a good plan. I like that plan.
I have given more thought to the words of Ugrkor.
Let's go talk to Thranduil. Alright. Let's go talk to your daddy. So after this stream, I'm gonna go hang out and idle in-game. And then we're going back to Bree. Well, actually, I'll go back to Bree and hang out and maybe listen to the end of the Animal House concert. And then it'll be time for BBB. And then after that, I'll probably switch over to DDO and start one of the sagas on one of my alts. Because they have the guild renown thing in DDO right now, means that if I complete another saga this weekend, which I'm super slow on sagas, I can level my guild up another notch and then go spend some of my vast stash of platinum to buy a new amenity for our airship. Good times. You will be sleeping then? Well, if you win, I know how to find you, and I can let you know. And we'll make arrangements to meet up, and I'll get screenshots. Just like I did for Ken. And just like I did for TD. And because you are one of our illustrious musicians, if you elect to do so and are the winner, your pose can include your favorite musical instrument. You do not need to be present to win. I just need to be able to find you. Let's see. We're swinging a red. Let's ride the white horse. The gray horse. This is like my worsted before it grew up and leveled up. Before it took a Valar. This character actually was originally a 105 Valar, which, if you're gonna buy a Valar, definitely buy the 105 or the 120. Because the 95 is terrible. Don't buy it. The 50 is okay if you just really want to fast forward to Moria, but honestly, you're better off. Just Bunza. Oh my god, Devilor, why are you streaming now, man? I don't get mod for you while I'm streaming. That's okay. You don't need me.
The artifact Bug Datish might have been taken by my warriors out of Dol Guldur.
The room will study southeast of Throne Room. Learn if any. Okay. Hidden in the Horde. Horde of the Rings. Let me see if I remember. They're down there, so we want to go this way. Good night, Mal. Have a good sleep. Talk to you later. Felagath is really beautiful. I think it's the place. I mean, the space that they designed here in game really does scream wood troll to me in a fashion. Not entirely, but knowing that these wood elves are elves that live underground and have done for centuries, it's kind of like, yep, this is how it works. This is the way. Speaking of, we're not spoiling The Mandalorian here. I rather enjoyed it though, other than one thing that was a little bit a me problem, not a Mandalorian problem.
I grew tired of waiting for news from you.
What? Gandalf, don't be tetchy with me. I need a legendary item, needs a reforge. Oh noes. What deed do I get? Well, you know what I can do about that legendary item while Gandalf is waiting? Well, let's first of all go back to the king. Pa! Bugta Tish might take. So what we're gonna do about an item that needs to be reforged, we're gonna go talk to the reforged person in my pocket. I've got this in my pocket, and I'm not afraid to use it. Alright, it's just the bridle? Are you kidding me? Okay. Let's give the war steed more agility. And let's put this on my weapon. Alright, let's go. Let's go back to the king. Again, we're gonna ride our white horse of Lorien to remind the king that I hang out with other elves of higher stature and am myself an elf of higher stature, though to be fair, you are the king here and I am not. So I respect your authority. It's one thing that I've always had a little bit of a problem with in most video games is, for the most part, other than like Bree and some of Gondor, you really can't see where people live. It's like, okay, you've got this town space and and obviously you need space to do your questing in and hold your NPCs and whatnot. It's like, but where do people actually sleep? Are you gonna tell me this many people lived in this small of a space and these few houses kind of dealio? What region is this? This is Felagath. This is the halls of King Thranduil here, the Elven King, Legolas's father. It's an underground venue.
I do not like to speak of that horde, as Mithrandir knows.
Mm-hmm. People fighting over the Arkenstone and necklace of Girion. The artifact had been contained surely would have been accounted in the reckoning of shares. The Arkenstone lies with Thorin Oakenshield in his tomb beneath the mountain. I saw Bard lay it upon his breast myself. As for the necklace of Girion, which did not exist in the lore, but is an invention of Lord of the Rings Online, which I knew in elder days as the Gweriamir, was made of gold and contained 500 emeralds. Belonged to the bride of my liege and disappeared for thousands of years, until reappearing on the neck of King Thor, as it never should have done. It was all I desired of the hoard. After the death of Smaug, the necklace went to Bard, but in his wisdom the bowman took the necklace apart and gave its gold to the dwarves and the jewels to my people, and so those bonds repaired. We're repaired. Then all of a sudden, Mithrandir appears! Like he couldn't come here earlier. What level am I? I am level 120. Alright. He knew it not by that name. He coveted no other wealth, not even the Arkenstone. I had no idea about that, but it's not the place to recount it. Suffice it to say that if the artifact Urukor desires did end up in the Dragon Hoard, it is Erebor that must be searched for, not Felaggoth. The wizard lowers his voice so as not to be heard by Thranduil. Gandalf, he's that far away. He's gotta be, and this is a big echoey chamber. He's going to hear you. You know, he also has the hearing of the elves. I need not to tell you this, and we're also in earshot of his guards and his chamberlain. Right, now for Logland, the settlement of the Raft Elves, and seek word of Karazgar and the end of the Bugdatish. It will follow shortly. Oh, I will follow. I meet you in Erebor when you have concluded your own business with the Elven King. Okie dokie then. Let's go to Logland, which means we're gonna have a long ride ahead of us. Arcturus da Sa Diablo, how is my favorite Sith Lord? What did you do in SWTOR today? How many Republic spies did you kill? Just threw down the false emperor? There you go. Which one? Malgus. Yeah, I need to sit down and play some more of SWTOR. The downside of having my hands in multiple MMOs is at one time or another, each of them have special events going on. And so this weekend has bonus weekend, which, you know, 100% XP bonus. I'm like, heck yeah. Okay, we can't use you because there is no there's no stable. They really should at least put a slow stable master in Logland, because having no stable master, there's a pain in the ass. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So the furthest I've gotten in the SWTOR story on any of my characters is my main went back to Iocath. And just did the thing there, and it was, and just concluded that segment of the story, and I don't even remember where the story was going to go from there. But I think it was the War on Iocath stuff. Just a cartel sale this week in SWTOR. Yeah, I logged in and it was like, oh hey, I've got over 6,000 cartel coins. What am I going to spend them on? Oh, I don't see anything in the market that I'm really eager to buy. I mean, I'm always occasionally tempted by a new lightsaber or whatnot, but honestly, I still like wearing my beat-ass old, the ones that you can now craft. They didn't used to be craftable. They were very rare, and they were the first lightsabers that had an effect around the hilt, and they're called, they looked like they were proto-lightsabers, and they had this little glowy bits around the hilt. Like right above the hilt where the blade started. And they had a special little hum. Oh. And yes, it's really dark in game, sorry. 50% off of all color crystals and 50% off full account unlocks. It's like, there's nothing I really care to unlock, come to think of it. I don't know, that... It doesn't seem to be that much of a Black Friday sale to me, you know? As opposed to, say, Lotro here, which has their character boosts 75% off this weekend. I made a friend, which I'm just gonna race past him. He'll eventually wander off. Alright, seek tidings. Well, here's somebody who might be able to tell us something. Beep, 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 beep. When the trailer has the voices of both Vishia and Valkorion, oh yeah. Oh, am I lost? Yes, I am very much lost.
I wish to help you, and help you I shall.
Alright, we're gonna send you off to the entrance of Lake Town. You're trying to find a proper wide brim fedora. What did you buy for yourself? A whip or a leather jacket? Because when you say fedora, I'm thinking Indiana Jones. Da, 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 da. Something even better? Yep, that is indeed Orion in the sky because Orion is a canonical constellation. What? Stop doing that. Ay, 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 ay. Let me take a look at this. Oh, the Cad Bane leather jacket. Oh. Yeah, it does need the hat. Real leather, viscose lining, brown, peak lapel, and front zip closure. Nice. Very nice. However, I will repeat something that was just said in the Ales and Tales channel in-game. Registration for Winter Stock 8 at the gate is now open. Visit winterstock.guildlaunch.com to register and sign up your band. In sadder news about music in Lotro, Cordovan has issued a moratorium on streamers on the official channel playing music or streaming concerts because DMCA. Even though it is my firm belief that the music that the bands such as the Lonely Mountain Band play in-game fall under the DMC guidelines and rules for covers, plus the fact that we don't use any of the original work in our reproductions. They should not fall under DMCA, but Cordovan, in an abundance of caution, does not want to get the official Lojo channel hit by a DMCA takedown request. Okay.
What brings you to Lake Town? I hope you intend no trouble here.
We're not trying to cause trouble. Okay, Karazgar is the source of lots of trouble, so let's ask for tidings of Karazgar. Covers don't seem to count with Twitch. Yeah, and then here's the thing is, I've got years worth of concerts that I've streamed here on Twitch, and hardly any of them even gotten muted by Twitch. Getting muted by Twitch is not the same thing as a DMCA. And at least with YouTube, YouTube flags every goddamn video with music in it. But except for a few extremely rare exceptions, every single one of those videos is simply flagged with a "don't freaking monetize this" or "you can't monetize this," which means nobody cares on Twitch or on YouTube. They don't care one way or the other. Okay. Alright, he wants to say something? Let's talk to him. Talk to Fausti outside the Dragonbone Inn to meet with Colfith in secret. Sure, we'll meet with this dude in secret. Facebook was outright threatening to shut down your channel because of it. Which is kind of weird since Facebook actually has the marketing agreements, the licenses that that Twitch pretty much doesn't want to bother. Well, actually, I think Facebook has some of them, and YouTube has pretty much all of them, and Twitch just doesn't want to buy them. It's like, fuck you. Sometimes you get country banned. Yeah, once in a great while, like Denmark, like all of my videos cannot be seen in Denmark all of a sudden. That's something fairly new.
You are a friend of Golfith?
But YouTube is generally pretty otherwise okay with it.
Follow me, friend. Golfith will not be long.
This is a song called The Jolly Bell. There's a Jolly Bell Tavern in Dale that it plays in. And this is my BRB music. That are now banned in the US as well. I should probably go back and look at that. The thing is, I don't get any notifications about any of this shit. In fact, I can. I'll just go take a quick look at YouTube. Of course, today was the last day, the anniversary of WildStar shutting down. We're all sad about that shit. Let's go to YouTube Studio real quick. And let's go to videos. Yeah, so I have no copyright claims on any of my WoW pieces. I do have a copyright claim on the recent video where I did art of TDs. And it just says, channel impact not affected, visibility public, monetization ineligible, and it just says, this video cannot be monetized, and that's all it says, and it doesn't care. Right? As long as you don't monetize it, YouTube doesn't give a shit. For the most part. There are some that actually have blocks on them, but none of them are actually DMCA strikes. Like, my channel's not in trouble for any of these videos. Nobody cares. You never touched WildStar? Well, I'm gonna tell you, Mark, you made a mistake, because that game was amazing. Yeah, half the shit that happened with it was NC Soft related. What? The soundtrack was god tier. Jeff Kurtnacker did the soundtrack, and now he works at Blizzard. Okay. All of a sudden, all these dudes... Oh, right. The dwarf wants to talk to me. I will happily talk to Aussie Gemcotter. He will be a good and steadfast friend. And yes, I'm skimming through the quest text because we've done this quest before, and I'm here for the XPs. We're gonna ding 121. Tough guys. Yeah, there's always that concern that, you know, they would do the same thing. However, there is that getting emotionally attached to a game and have it yanked out from under you. That actually did happen. That totally happened. Because Walter really had a special community, and there were some good people in it, there were some bad people in it, but the dev team was also, the folks that I talked to were so good. Like the aforementioned Master Kurt Knacker. Alright. Come on, let's fight! A brawling man. Watch this. To be fair, I'm 5 levels over these guys, so if I lose to them, that would be really bad. That'd be embarrassing. But, don't butt me. Wait for me! Chicken! Buck, 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 buck! I want to talk to her, not you. Sorry. Alright, free drinks on the house. Good XP out of that. Defeats
Fine brawl.
beasts.
You are good in a fight. That much is clear.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna defeat beasts on the way to the Lonely Mountain. And left this guy waiting to use the outhouse. Yep. Lake Town actually has outhouses. And I do not recommend riding a war steed in the middle of Lake Town. 1, it's kind of laggy, and 2, you go into the water. Zoop. It's not that big of a deal to get, you know, to run around Lake Town. There's an awesome story here in Lake Town, like the actual area story. We're working on the epic story. The actual area story is really good. It involves who becomes who's the master of Lake Town. So yeah, I'm OP. I'm playing a captain, which right now captains are the preferred tanks in raids, which is pissing off a lot of people. Particularly people who play guardians. Which, you know, guardians, you'd expect the sword and boards to be the number one. Let's see. I need to find some critters to kill. You'll do. Sometimes some quests in Lotro are like, why? For example, as part of the anniversary event, you go down to Anorian, you know, part of Gondor, and you're told to kill foes of Gondor while you're looking for the shards of the Horn of Boromir. And it's really funny in that, like, sickle flies and other such sundry critters and insects count for that particular quest. And like, how are these flies, these gigantic flies, an actual enemy of Gondor? I never understood that, but I kind of shrugged and just killed them all. I said to heck with it. So, true story, back in the day, because the captain here is pretty much most like a WoW paladin, but more because the official symbol, the class symbol of the captain is a bird. I'd always wanted my main character to be a captain. However, when the game launched, you couldn't be a high elf like this character is. And elves that existed back then couldn't play captain. So, my character... I've always been a fan of the higher ranked elves for some reason. So, Tolkien Otaku with a resub! Hello, how are you? So, when I created Phoenix, not this Phoenix, but the original Phoenix over on Silverlode, she was going to always be an elf. My main in every game, if they have elves, is an elf. That's just the rules. Okay, I do make the rules in this particular case. But, would you kill him? Yeah, there we go. Shoot the moose in the butt is what we just did. But I couldn't make a high elf, nor could I make an elf a captain, because regular elves cannot play captains. The bridge is remarkably solid. Remember the time on the stream where we came through here and I fell through the bridge and actually was stuck inside the architecture of the bridge? I had to do /stuck to get out. Fifi! Hello, kitty cat. There. Travel to the Lonely Mountain. We can do that. The moose is on the loose. You like the elf rule? Yes, you would, TD. Your friend Kenkus has gone offline. Oh no, I missed that Ken was online. Well, it is getting kind of late. It's like, why are you going through Dale? Dale is very laggy and very weird, but I like Dale. Okay, it is sometimes hard to traverse. But Dale is also the area whose music I use in my stream when I'm on the official Lotra channel. You can kind of hear it in this violin piece that's playing. Speaking of moose on the loose, this is where the infamous moose incident happened on the Signum U channel when the girls of Middle Earth were in town to go to visit the secret door. Hello. Ow. We're just gonna sit here for a little bit. Because the cat has demanded my attention. Or we'll do this. All the music we've listened to so far in-game was composed by Mr. Bill Champagne, aka Darth Celtics, aka Head of QA. Ah. We can maybe pick up some XP right here.
Hail! Have you come to heed the summons to war?
Nope. We're gonna stay focused on our quest. Gandalf. Okay.
At last you arrive. I have been waiting for some time.
Oh, Gandalf is salty. Well, Gandalf is about to get salted too here in the near future. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the game is what's about to happen here. Find the visitors Gandalf mentioned on the way to the throne in the hall under the mountain. Okay, find a number of old friends inside, each of them brought hither from concern. Find them on the way to the throne. You may learn their purpose matches our own. In these lands, I am known as Gandalf, not Mithrandir. Let it not confuse you. Gandalf, I've walked these lands before you ever left Valinor, dude. Just saying. Hi. What I like to say about this character is she knew Turgon. You know who's always late? And we like to gently tease him about is Professor Corey Olson, the Tolkien professor. I like to say that he operates on wizardly standard time. Means he shows up whenever, precisely when he means to. I think Animal House is playing outside the Prancing Pony right now because Pippi is talking about Tierna. Why is it I've already gone through almost half a bottle of water? I think it's probably because my dinner was so salty. You're at the pony right now, TD? Yeah, I kind of figured you would be. I have yet to find some old... Oh, hello, gentlemen! Dory, Glowin, in Dwalin.
My travels do not bring me home very often.
For Dan has made me the mountain's chief horde seeker. So that's why Dory's gonna head off to Arid Mithrin here soon. And of course, we're worried about how the craft skill of the dwarves is failing for some reason.
I prefer when things are simple.
Yep. Glowin is, in fact, the... Other than the king up here, Glowin is the most richly dressed dwarf in the entire assemblage. Of the entire game, in my opinion. Alright. If the Arkenstone were not sealed away, let the Wisebeards discuss amongst themselves. Balin believed the Arkenstone should be removed from Thorin's tomb, and he was the wisest of us, but he is dead. Now, as we've been worried, that is a subject more to my liking. I say we find him, let our axes and hammers do the talking, and give him something to cry about. Damn. Nice and simple. Glowin is a dwarf of few words.
It has been some time since we have all gathered here.
And while Dwalin is the Lord of Thorin's Hall, he kind of dresses like he's still traveling around. Like, Glowin is like, I'm going to dress nicely. And Dory does not care what he wears, apparently. That's fine. Okay, so it was this, and this is where Lotro really gets a lot of interest in that they expand on the lore in a way that makes sense. They fill in some blanks. It's like, well, why did Balin go to Khazad-dûm all of a sudden? Well, in the game here, the game story says this happened because these guys were fighting over, the Arkenstone, whether it being, hidden away was the cause of the dwarves suddenly losing quality of their craftsmanship. And that's a plausible story. It fits in with, why did Balin suddenly go? Because Balin is the smartest. You'd think that he wouldn't go on a presumably a one-way mission, but... And you did not side with your brother on this, so you remained loyal to Dayan. And now you regret it. That you should have gone with your brother. You would have just been just as dead as he is, quite frankly. Alright, talk to Gandalf, who's up this way. Wait. Oh, Gandalf's right here.
I do not know what has caused this decline, but I see some possibilities.
Alright. What if the Arkenstone has been taken from the Tomb of Thor without the knowledge of the dwarves? Somebody could have taken the Arkenstone! Oh no! Then where would the PvPers go? Oh wait, they went to Evernight. And started making that server terrible. So I love the hall under the hill. It's probably the color scheme has a lot to do with it. All the blues and purples. I mean, hell, I matched the rugs. Though I am wearing the costume, the chosen uniform of Indigo Plant, which is my band. Which I might bust out the band here at some point. Not tonight, though.
Can Gandalf combat this worrying decline in our craft skill?
We have a suggestion, maybe.
You wish to open the Tomb of Thor in Oakenshield?
What? Yes, we should learn if it is there or not. Alright, we get to go talk to Dis, the only canonically named female dwarf. This is actually one of the cooler instances in the game. We're gonna pull the Bjorn trick. Alright, so we're on a quest now to butter up the sister of Thorin. So she's gonna be willing to listen to Gandalf and let us go open Thorin's tomb to check out to see if whether the Arkenstone is still there. Because of course his nephews, Killy and Philly, are entombed with him, and they are Dis's children. So it's very sensitive things here. So, let's keep going. Let's get back on the war steed now that we can. One of the things about how Erebor is constructed is you sometimes have to ignore the quest arrows in the minimap because they're wrong. Well, technically they're right in that they are pointing to where the NPC is, but it's how the game has various things laid out. Come on, you. Stop it. Hate that one. That sometimes happens. There we go. No, it's actually, it was pointed in the incorrect direction, but because of how the interior landscape is, I mean, it's got to be on the map somewhere. So the actual landscape that we're on right now is like, say, here. And the place where the Erebor was like up here. Even though technically it's over here. So it's just how it's where the developers place the interior quest location with relation to the rest of the outside map. It's a bit annoying. But it is what it is. We're going up to Ravenhill. And this has the only female dwarf model that looks anything like this. She is unique, so when a player wants to create a female dwarf, first of all, they can only do so on a stout axe, definitively, and they can't look anything like her. In fact, if you create a stout axe in Lotro, you can choose male or female, and the character options are exactly the same either way. And my female stout axes have the most magnificent beards.
Yes.
Alright, so it's time to do some chores. By the way, I love her cloak. Look at that cloak. That cloak is amazing. Alright, let's go clean up the mess. Because that's how we make friends. We do the chores for them. That's okay. She's earned the right to have somebody do her chores. In fact, she should have a score of stout dwarves at her beck and call. But I imagine she's proud and prefers to do for herself. Except now she understands that, you know, somebody wants something from her. Looks like that other player is on the same exact quest. Let me check kin chat real quick. Alright. We've got Dwallin and Glowin here.
Well, the conversation has left me parched.
I need more water to refresh you. Okay, we'll get you some water. And of course this Hobbit Hunter is outstripping me because Hobbit Hunters have leafy feet. Actually, any hunters have leafy feet. Above level 12. But we're not in a hurry. This bucket is suspiciously empty. It's spiritual water, to take a joke from Professor Corey's Exploring Lord of the Rings class. Well, now we got Bombur. Of course, he's large enough that he needs to be hauled around by half dozen stout dwarves, and of course, Biffer and Buffer.
This is a day for visitors.
The Keeper of Hammers and the Master of Chisels, and the Warden of the Larders. Most unexpected. Alright, and now we go kill 10 things out in the boondocks. Let's go do that while dawn breaks over the town. And a gorgeous dawn it is because Lotra's skyboxes are fucking amazing. It's one thing that I don't like about SWTOR is there are no changing landscapes like that. Other than, say, you know, you go to Terrace on Imp side versus Pub side. Imp side is better. Story is actually better too. But it's also prettier in that you got the nighttime sky there. Yep, I don't know why deer are foes, nor why this Lynx is a foe, or what sort of danger it could pose to stout dwarves, but, you know, I don't argue with this, I just get on with it. You don't count. You do. It's a goat. However, the goat is not attackable. It's just a random ass goat. Hey! Upside story on Terrace is better because they touch on Revan and the KOTOR story. Fair. And you meet Chancellor, well, soon to be Chancellor Suresh, and realize what a bitch she is. Though I did always get tired of listening to her let's rebuild Terrace together speech. Arden Esoteric with the 10-month resub. Woot! Double digits! Yeah, Suresh. Yeah. She's a bitch. I don't like her. She was a bit condescending. Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, definitely Terrace on Pub side did touch back on KOTOR a lot. Which, you know. Speaking, I'm going to give one tiny Mandalorian spoiler only because it relates to SWTOR. Is one of the things they mentioned in this week's episode the other day was the planet Tython, which of course Tython first became part of Star Wars lore in the now Legends story Darth Bane duology by Drew Karpyshyn. And Drew eventually went to work for BioWare on SWTOR. And Tython, of course, is where the Jedi Knights and Counselors do their starting instance. Yay! And to be fair, SWTOR is not canon. And Tython got relegated to not canon with everything else in the expanded universe. until 2016 when it got mentioned in a new canon RPG on a map, galactic map, and then last year got mentioned in the Dr. Aphra comics, and now it got mentioned in The Mandalorian. Oh my god! Isn't it so cool? And the tie back to Rebels at Admiral Thrawn, yes. The only thing I didn't, okay, we weren't gonna talk spoilers, but the only thing I didn't like about that episode, because it's been spoiled all over Twitter, because nobody paid attention to any, courtesy when it comes to spoilers, is this was the Ahsoka Tano episode, and Rosario Dawson played her. As I said to somebody on Discord, actually in my Discord in the spoilers channel, is she looked like Ahsoka Tano. She acted like Ahsoka Tano. She didn't sound like Ahsoka Tano because it's a different actress. This is different than when they had Bo-Katan on the show, because they had Katie Sackhoff play her, and she was the actress, and Katie did the voice of the character through Clone Wars and Rebels. So Bo-Katan was always the same person. But with Ahsoka, obviously Ashley Eckstein did not do the voice. Which is good, because I wouldn't want Rosario Dawson's voice to be removed in favor of Ashley's. But on some level, she didn't sound like Ahsoka. Like, the words were right, but the actual sound of her voice wasn't right. There's this kind of note to Ashley's performance that Rosario didn't even attempt to, she didn't actually try to impersonate the voice of Ashley Eckstein, which I can see why you'd want to do your own thing, but then again, I'm also a huge-ass fan of Carl Urban's Dr. McCoy from the Star Trek Kelvin universe movies. Holy crap. Especially in the first one, he freaking was channeling DeForest Kelly.
More friends have arrived, and the wizard too.
This is what I love, is Dis has no time for Gandalf. No time at all. She's not happy to see him. I have fewer kind words to speak because, of course, Dis kind of blames Gandalf for her brother and sons being killed, so... Gandalf opens his mouth to speak and Dis silences him with a look. And I do not want to hear it from you, wizard. I want this elf to tell me. Well, spit it out. I do not have much patience for elves, but I have even less for wizards.
You think the heart
Ding!
has been stolen from my brother's tomb?
Alright. Level 121, finally. And that's why I love Dis, is because she does not care about Gandalf. She's like, I don't care who the hell you are, dude. Sit down. Alright. In the Mazal Akraz with the Arkenstone, with an elven sword beside. Yeah, that elven sword was Orcrist, the foe hammer. Alright. Yeah, I am old elf, even if my years do not compare to yours. Hell yeah, I was in the first age. So, just a little while ago. Though, to be fair, I slept 3,000 years. Steers for a Van Winkle thing. Arcturus, so you know. In SWTOR, if you play a high elf, you actually start the game at the end of the second age. At the last alliance of elves and men. And early into the siege of Mordor, you get stabbed with a Morgul blade by the Witch King of Angmar, and you wake up 3,000 years later in Rivendell. And you were diminished, so you're just a common peon rather than a, oh my god, I'm a high elf of Valinor, or the children, a child of Valinorian elves. Alright. We'll all go together. And I get this fantastic cloak, which will do me no good because I'm doing under-level content. So, as you can see, my purple is better than this cyan. Alright. And this is actually one of the more interesting instances in the game.
We must know if Karazgar or his agents have worked some evil with the Arkenstone.
Because we get to go to a space we never get...
Is Mazel Akraz, the Chamber of Glory. My brother and my sons lie within. Let us go now to them.
Right. It's because there's this space here that is... Holy crap. It's like, wait a minute. How did this space exist? They obviously didn't carve it out. But still, the carving they did do... It's like, what is this design? And yes, this will, if you have vertigo, you'll have problems in this place. Okay. Her brother Thorin and her sons Fili and Kili lie entombed within. While the purpose here is one of importance, I do not wish to work any disrespect upon the fallen. What? Keep watch on your footing. Yeah, don't run with leafy feet in here if you're a hunter. I don't recommend it. It doesn't actually matter which way you go. You get the same stuff either way. So this is basically a dwarven tomb of particular splendor. Nori, of course. And, of course, the dwarven dislike of railings. And it is a very long way down. Yes, his son, Bozy, is one of the ones messing around down in Khazad-dûm. And your son, Broger. Just look how immense this is. And of course, we've got the Tomb of Thorin. And here's Orcrist. And yeah, one cool thing about Lotro is these actually do translate correctly. They're not just random runes. So it's Thorin, Kili, and Fili, and of course, Orcrist. The Elven Blade. Once owned by King Turgon himself. So, my character is very likely to recognize Orcris from the old days. Having seen it on the person of her king. So Gandalf thinks the decline of the dwarven craftsmanship is because they lost their dwarven rings they got from Sauron. Okay. It would have been nice if this had been fully voiced. And sometimes I wonder about these animations they made for Gandalf. I really do. Uh-oh. Gandalf had a thought. This is gonna be good. So, the progression of language is at the core of what's going on here. Of all my many names, that which I wear in the north was not first. Even that came from Wandalb. For Frumgar called me the elf of the wand, not knowing my true nature. Wood, Lake, Mountain, and Stone, each has their own words, and each, when they speak of the same thing, they may not find understanding. Gandalf looks at you closely. What if the artifact which we seek never existed at all? What if he's a name? The word was misheard. Gandalf tangents are the best tangents. Yes, it is definitely a dangerous pastime. Bugdash. Instead. What does it mean? Why does it matter? Because it means something completely different. The name given at birth. Ogre seeks no artifact. Maybe he seeks his Bugdash, his true name. That means we came all the way down here for nothing. Names have power. And this is why I love discs so much. Thank you for suggesting this excursion. I enjoyed seeing my kin again, though they've been gone these many years. They're always welcome at Ravenhill whenever you wish to visit me. As for your wizard, he talks too much. Leave them behind when you come to visit. I love this. She's got sass. She gives no shits. She does not care who Gandalf is. She will speak her mind. Alright, let's turn names back on. Alright. Actually, you know what I need to do? Maybe get you up to do this. Now, look at him! 184,000 health. Heck yeah.
I am satisfied by your report.
Okay, so he still has the thing. Okay. So the king is not too happy with us, but you know, we could listen to rumors, but even the stuff we're gonna get's not gonna be as good as what I got. So we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna again focus on the epic. Okay, his birth name. And we're just gonna pick a cloak because it doesn't actually matter which one we pick.
King Thorin has given me a room in the dwelling halls of Erebor.
Find the home of Othi Gem Cutter in the dwelling halls, and we'll get in a necklace, which is not as good as the one I have, but that's okay. Let's go hang out with Othi Gem Cutter. I have new mail. Okay, I think that is actually the one that sends us north to... Yeah, this is the one that's gonna send us elsewhere, so we're gonna ignore that. He's still talking! Where's my cat? He's probably upstairs, causing trouble with the other cats that you guys never get to see because they stay in the room all the time. Because Thief likes to bully them, so they don't like to come out. Thief is a bully. Alright, tomorrow, no stream because I don't generally stream on Sundays. I will, however, be hanging out at the Andoon Ensemble concert at 3 o'clock at the Prancing Pony stage, as usual. And I'll be playing tabletop with Rockjaw, former SWTOR community manager. Arcturus, you know Rockjaw. You remember him, right? I think so, yeah. Stephen Reed. He then went on to be the community manager for Marvel Heroes. Rest in peace, Marvel Heroes. One of the people I moderate Twitch for is the former president of Gazillion Entertainment, which made Marvel Heroes. And I went the wrong... No, I didn't. I didn't go the wrong way. I went the right way. I really do hate these. Oh my god, this angle of stairway drives me bananas. Because I can't see the stair below. And for somebody who has a sense of fear of heights, it's bad mojo. And this house is so cool! Look at this, it's so cool. Look at that. Of course, the gem cutters. Let's give oh, here he is. And here's his mother! Mother Amma. So yeah, I can't tell the difference between a male and female dwarf for reasons.
Ah, I hoped you would find time to visit.
My father Funi and my brother Fuzi have not yet returned from their excursion on the other side of the Misty Mountains. Yeah. Strokes her beard and considers me carefully. Well, you know, hi.
Welcome to Messi Mazar.
And that is definitely a male voice actor. Alright, you're gonna follow the rules, never complain, be of good cheer.
My brother Grafar at Narathak and see if he needs any assistance.
In the new loads. Sure, we'll go kill things in the new loads because that'll be fun. My sister actually introduced me to Rockjaw once upon a time at PAX East. And I have this beautiful picture of my sister grinning while Rockjaw is trying to eat a holocron. Because, you know, we're all being goofy that day. And the fun thing is, I had forgotten all about that introduction in the meeting. By the way, there's a huge fucking theater in there. It's really cool. It's actually the one place in all of high-level areas, except for the special instance of Minas Tirith where the wedding is, where you can summon a low-level character. Why am I trying to jump down here? There are no stairs here. The stairs are over here. So yeah, so this big honkin' theater. Wanna go see? Let's go see the big honkin' theater since we're here, you know. See, I'm a captain, which means one of my special class abilities, because I'm so high level, is I can summon people. But the rules of Lotro prevent you from summoning a lower level character to a high level area. I think you have to be like within 20 or 25 levels or something. So for example, if you take a level 1 character, and they go to, say, the Troll Shaws, which is like a level 25 to 30 something area, then or 30 to 30 something, then the name on the minimap here turns red, and if you try to res somebody like they died and you want to res them, you can't do it. Well, you can, but they'll res back at their milestone. So, for example, we took the Tolkien professor with us to the Gladden Fields, which is a level 120 area, and he was on a level 95, and when he got killed, he rezzed back in Bree, as opposed to rezzing right where we were. But this place is an anomaly in that you can summon a low-level character here. It's not much of a backstage. I don't think anybody's ever actually used this for anything at all. Like, I haven't heard of any player events. And the thing is, because you can summon low-level characters here, you would think... Oh, there's even a box office, which is adorable. It's probably a concession stand. Probably to the box office. But, you know, see, there's snacks. Because you can summon lobies here, you would think that that somebody would organize like a Night of Dwarven Theater in here. Wait, we were actually going down this way anyway. How's the audio range in there? I don't honestly know, TD. Never tried to find out. Did I run into that player yesterday?
Alfie speaks very highly of you. Welcome to Narathak, our latest delving.
Alright, kill some critters. We'll do that. In the Blue Theater, you can't hear a band on stage from any seat in the house? Wow. That's unfortunate. They really need to do something with the Blue Theater then. I know there's a quest line in there. I never did it. I'm actually going to suggest to Cordovan that maybe he would want to do that. If only so he can get the flautist title, because he does actually play the flute in real life. Though, to be fair, he doesn't play it often, and he doesn't have time, and he still owes us an extra life flute playing session from 2 years ago. Look how busy he is. I'm not sure they could do that, but definitely something to suggest to the developers. I honestly don't see them even considering the notion because nobody uses it. Other than Ponton's crew. I know some completionists did the quests in there just to do them and to get their various instrument-based titles, but beyond that, I mean, it's not part of the epic, so I didn't really care about it. I can say I probably only set foot maybe in there a half dozen times in all of my 13 years in Lotro. Okay, in all the years that it existed in Lotro, that should be a more fair assessment. And I think I've only been in there half a dozen times. But it must have been really tough for you guys to get an event in there, to get people to the event if they weren't, you know, high enough level to get through Gondor. Because you couldn't summon anybody who was below level. Oh, I don't know why I'm yawning all the damn time. I just had like a whole can of soda before the show. While I was eating my supper. Alright, we're gonna take the creative gemstones to Mother Amma. Which means I'm probably gonna get DMCA'd for that. I know a lot of folks actually have been making a lot of snide comments and jokes about getting DMCA. They've turned it into a bit of a meme, but it's unfortunately a very serious thing. I'm waiting for the day that I, go look at the streamer band's Twitter feed and find a specific friend of mine who has copyrighted music, the original pieces of copyrighted music, as part of their Twitch alerts. And it's not just like a couple of seconds hither or yonder. To see their name in the list of banned Twitter streams. Oh, the person who said they got DMCA'd because their blender triggered a Skrill. Yeah, whatever. The thing is, getting your thing muted by Twitch is not the same thing as an actual DMCA takedown. The first one will get you banned. I'm sorry. The first one will just get your VOD muted. The second will actually get you a ban, and you should get an email from Twitch saying, hey, you got banned and this is why. Wrong room. Second room. Here we go. Purchase some stuff. Deliver the necklace to Erfith. It's like delivering pies. You wish they would tell you exactly what. That would be very helpful. I think if you try to go to appeal something, it'll tell you. But Twitch's reaction to all this is garbage. And their automated systems are garbage in this regard. There's so much that's wrong about how they handled all of this that it's just terrible all around. Alright, the guy we need is actually on the lower level, so we're just going to do this. Because we can.
I had heard a rumor that the gem cutters might leave Erebor in disgrace.
What? The tail spinner kill, and if the gem cutters have chosen to delegate responsibility to others, then perhaps there's some truth to it. Uh-huh. Someone named Kill has been spreading rumors about the gem cutters. Oh, you know, some shit's about to go down about this. I never see an appeal on your VODs when they can do that, so I can never tell. There should be an appeal option for your VODs. Theoretically. See, this is the closest we ever get to see, like, actual individual dwellings. Right? I mean, you do see some hobbit holes in this Shire, but not enough to really say, oh my god, there's, you know, thousands of hobbits living in the Shire. Ever seen it? I'll have to go look. I think it's something that they link to. Alright, let's go talk to Authy.
How did it go?
Who is spreading lies about your family? Well, now that you mention it.
Who is spreading these lies about my family?
And this is the first time you hear about the Jauruka, this other clan of dwarves from the east. And the Jauruka will factor into the content that we're going to play into, and are still factoring into current content in the game. So for like a few years now, the Jauruka first mentioned right there. That's the first time the Jauruka were actually mentioned in quest text. Or by name. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna take a moment to do some bag cleaning here, because I notice I now have the lecture emote. It looks like this. And we need to get Corey this on his Narnian character. Not that he would actually use it during class, but that would be funny. Let's use this bad boy on that one. Yes, I did name my sword the Ashbearer. Before we sell any gear, let's make sure. Oh, hey, look at that. I hate when that happens. Disenchanted. Alright. Save that, save that. Get rid of all this other crap. Yes, I sold crafting mats. What? How do I only have 17 gold on this character? Probably because I sent it to an alt at some point. So that's what the lecture remote looks like, and it just keeps going. It's like, kind of like the Energizer Bunny in that regard. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Kiel, and then we're going to show him why he should not make fun of my friends. And we have about a good 45 minutes left of our journey here tonight. We got the one level in that I was expecting to get. Now I have not actually been using my XP boosters, which I probably should have been doing all day. Oops. One thing I can use, though, is I do have a stash of enhanced XP supply, so we're going to get ourselves some rested XP here. So I might as well actually use one of those XP boosters. Why don't, no. 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 Jeez, my Slayer needs. There we go. Let's use that. Keel is over here.
Ah, another listener. In March, an army of Janguvar came out of the east and crossed the Iron Ford.
So this actually tells a slightly different version of the story of what happened to Brand and Dan Ironfoot, because in the lore, in the appendices that we're aware of, Dane Ironfoot died protecting the body of King Brand. Brand had already fallen. And this, he's actually telling the story that Dane had fled. Let's try this again. No. I have to continue the quest. Is that truly how events unfolded? Nah. See, there we go. Both died before both of them died at the same place.
There is no shortage of tales from the Battle of Dale and the siege of the Lonely Mountain.
Oh, a fire grim in the middle of a thing, so.
Hearken now to a tale of the distant past.
A place would be made for them in Gundabad. Ah, there's a name. Okay. Oh no, they disappeared in the Grey Mountains, and no trace of them was ever found. King Durin and his son Borin sent several companies of dwarves to search for them to no avail. After 7 times 7 years, the Longbeards gave up the search. Yet one of the Jelruka survived. His name was Gurek, and he appeared without warning at the gates of Gundabad, half starved and raving mad. He told a confused tale of what had befallen his people, that they came across a stream that flowed out of the high mountains and gleamed like silver. The shine of the water came from tiny fragments of mithril. When the Jelruka followed it to its source, they discovered a grand cavern of gold, wondrous gems, and mithril to rival Khazad-dûm. They abandoned the journey at once and carved a great hall they named Tharfargathal, the Great Citadel. And they used all their craft and spells to hide the entrance. What became of Tharfargathal, no tale tells, and neither does history record how Gurek alone came to Gundabad. But Jelruka and Longbeard alike still lust for the riches of lost Tharfargathal. And despite numerous attempts at searching the Grey Mountains, none have ever had the good fortune to find it since it vanished. But it's still out there, my friends, waiting to be found. Uh-huh. Well, I'll just say confused. Yeah, I'm not sure I believe you.
The promise of finding lost Thafar Cathor has long moved the hearts of dwarves.
Mm-hmm. You think you're telling the truth, but I'm thinking I'm smelling fish. I'm smelling fish. We're going to the Iron Vault soon.
Keel tail spinner always speaks such nonsense. I must take this matter before King Thorin.
Alright, it's time to petition the king.
Surely King Thorin will hear my plea.
I don't know about that.
I will hear this complaint, but not at my throne. I will go among the people.
Sorry, getting a little bit tired here, chat. You scoundrel! Remember, you speak to your king. Alright. So. Yes, you may have a word. Seeks to flatter you, but I am too wise a king to fall prey to such a tactic. I named my son Durin for my own reasons. I don't feel the need to share them with the Longbeards or with Zalruka. He stays now in Yarnfoss with my brother Nain, Lord of the Iron Hills, and he'll be king after me. If he's to be anything else, he'll certainly be on the side of this Zalruka. You might detect a slight upturn among his whiskers. Does he smile in spite of Keel's flattery or because of it? Durin the Deathless come again. Imagine that. Alright, here's the king's judgment, folks. Uh-oh. Oh. Alright, so you just gave the king an idea. Say, what? My king, what? Speak to my brother Nain at the Iron Fort and bring my son Durin back home. It's time he learned the ways of the king. Of course, finding Durin in Yarnfast, yeah. He's not gonna be showing the ways of the king when we find him. Let's just say it involves the tavern. What? Hi. Yes. Kitty. Come on. How long are they gonna keep walking? Do they despawn first? Do I click the button to get out of here first? Come on. Come on, kitty. Oh, they despawn! Come on. Come on. Avocado bug. Can y'all hear him? Did I win or did I lose? Well, you know.
I am pleased King Thorin ruled in my favor, but...
You feel you're being punished? Gather your belongings for the journey?
You should check in with Gandalf before we leave.
In the wizard home. Okay, the pocket item is getting close to being halfway decent, though this one's got more might, more vitality, well, less vitality, but a crap ton of maximum morale on it. So, it's halfway decent. Alright, let's go talk to Gandalf in the wizard home. Hi, kitty. Hi. Meow. That was my face. Hi. Let me go check the kin chat here. The cat. Alright. Gotta stop playing with the cat. I don't know about you, but these off-kilter things do kind of make me want to adjust them.
Ah, there you are. I have been deep in study.
Meet up with Authy and Kill outside the entrance to the Lonely Mountain. Alrighty, let's get out of dwarf halls and out into the open road. That'll be a good place to wind up this little party as well. On the road to the Ironfold, and we'll see if maybe we'll see. Well, we won't see a nighttime rainbow because it's afternoon, so we won't get that far into the night. But we should be able to cross over into the Ironfold. And then I shall bid you fair adieu. And what I'll wind up doing is start alt hopping to clear out my hobbit, or clear out, because I haven't actually done the chest in the basement of the haunted burrow today. Normally I start doing that around 7:30. I think around close to 7:30 is when the timer expires. However, there's only a couple of days left in the event, and I didn't want to actually do this during the stream. So I decided to let it keep going until after 11 o'clock. Your friend Mia Zine has come online. Oh my god, it's Mia! Which means all the hobbits outside of the Prancing Pony are about to get themselves tickled by Mia Zine, the Tickle Queen. And then after I do my alt hopping, she has been online. Well, I just saw the thing. Hi, Grulian. Neither seem too eager to depart.
I have not been back to my father's home in Yarnfass for many years.
We are to escort Kiel to Yarnfast, and that we will do.
Defeat insects, defeat beasts, defeat Easterlings, visit Aaron. There's a lot of crap to do here. Alright, we're not going to get all this done before the end of the stream, that is for sure. Complete any 4 of these objectives, so you don't have to do all of them. You only have to do 4 of them. Okay, visit Mither, find an entrance to the town of Utterby. Defeat insects, beasts, or Easterlings, visit Aaron, refer to the gem cutters who lives in Yarnfast, was likely fishing in the Redwater, and look from the cliff's edge at Scald's Drop. Alright, let us go to the Ironfold! Dun, dun, dun. And the quickest way to the Ironfold is to go through Dale. And we're gonna go jump in the river method of going to Dale. Well, hello there. You are a named creature. You don't look like... I mean, it looks like you'd be a signature rare. Or a rare elite, but you don't have... And we didn't get anything for killing you, but... eh, whatever. You did anyway. Alright, let's get back on the road. Whew, I gotta stop yawning. I am full of yawns tonight. So, we are basically going to get to this road. Which means we're gonna go get lost in Dale. Well, this is not the way there. This is why you don't ride a war steed in the middle of town. Oh, for pity's sake. It's this way. Alright, let us ride to the Ironfold. Before the Ironfold was available to play in-game, they had this area. This is how they locked it off, is they put a big frickin' pile of stones in the middle of the doorway. And of course they built it around so you couldn't go up and around it either. While they were still developing the stuff behind it. I mean, we could kind of peek through the cracks in the rocks, but we really didn't get a good view of things. Woo! Look at that. And so, of course, the Ironfold pretty much hits you in the face with American Southwest sort of landscape. It's like, yeah, this is based on the American Southwest. I mean, just the colors and the shape of the land. Yeah. We should be easy to find an entrance to the town of Utterby, which is like right there. And you can see in the distance over this away is the town of Hammerstead. And hidden by a fold of the mountains would be Yarnfast down the way. Yeah, the dwarves did not build small. No, they didn't. Let's see if we can get the find an entrance to Utterby thing. We'll just zoom in here. There we go. Ah, they didn't even notice. Eh. Some lookouts! I'm just saying. Okay, so we got one of the 4 done. We can go look off the cliff. It's not the same thing as leaping off a cliff, which is down here. Of course, one of the unanswered quest threads has been, why are all these Easterlings coming over here? What were they refugeeing from? We don't know. Standing Stone has not given us content to answer that question. I'm gonna pick up the rusted page.
Lord Frar took up his liege's maul. He called his council, wise dwarves all, to bid them bar his father's grave.
Master AG!
So no fiend could escape the cave. The crack was bound with bonds of iron. Iron hard and iron cold.
What do you want?
If you're gonna try to link something in chat. What? Master AG with the resub! Thank you! Thank you so much. Always appreciate having you here, Master Centerfold. You know, we are almost done with this stream. We want to know what's down there! There's some houses. I think I actually have to be down on the path to go look. Let's not fall. Okay, we're gonna fall down to the path. That's fine. Oh, I could look from here? Sure! You can see the fair fields of the Bardings far below. The Bardings, aka the children of Dale. So what can we see from here? Jump down a little bit further so we get around the shoulder of the thing here. Okay, so what I'm seeing down here looks like maybe a house and a barn, a cluster of 3 houses, or maybe a house, a gazebo into a house and a barn. And this looks like a grain tower, grain elevator. And this looks like a longhouse kind of dealio with like a small outbuilding there. And of course we can't go down there! Standing stone! How dare you! Make land that I cannot go wander. Okay, so we have successfully done 2 of the 3 things. Now, we could complete the other 2. Hello, Zavos with the Alliance, doing the same quest. I like these pillars, even though they're all but one are broken. They're also pretty. What song was awesome? Everything is awesome. Ba 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 ba. So we could either do the quests here, or there's side quests, so we're gonna ignore them. AG is the centerfold. Hell yeah, great song. We're gonna go to Hammerstead first. We're actually just gonna ride to Hammerstead real quick and visit Methor, a friend of the gem cutters, and then we're going to go to Yarnfast and visit Aaron, and that will complete 4 of the items in that list. Because you don't have to do all of them, you only have to do 4 of them. So I'm doing the I don't feel like killing everything on the planet passage. Though doing the kill deed would actually be good because I still have this XP booster on for another 21 minutes. So let's go kill things. So I lied. We're not going to go to Hammerstead. We're going to go kill things. Scree! I figured it was going to be literally quicker to kill all the critters than it was going to be to ride to Hammerstead and then to Yarnfast. This is what we call a target-rich environment. One more. Might as well kill one heading in the correct direction. You finally got to hear the song? Oh, nice. Who sang it? Was it Aiden? Totally hashtag blame Aiden. Oh, goodness. I completed a deed. What? One of the class deeds an Aria of the Valor does not give you. Alright, let's reforge while we're thinking about it. Boop. That is my level, my first ager. Reforge that bad boy. Oh. Well, that's a good question, actually. Freaky's online! Oh my god! Devastating blow and pressing attack damage. Either one of those would go up, or I get more heals out of Rallying Cry. Well, I think I'll go with the more heals. So it was already rank 8. Let's go with that. Alright, let's get to yarn fast. As fast as we can yarn. I'll find this Aaron person, who I assume is a dwarf. There's likely fishing in the Redwater, so which means we're gonna stop by the river first. Aiden sang it. Yeah, he's been singing it anytime I've seen it being performed. Almost done with the stream for tonight. We're gonna go visit this RN or Aaron person real quick. And then we'll go to Yarnfast. Because I have a feeling the quest is gonna make us go to Yarnfast anyway. Let's keep racing. It looks like the American Southwest. With the red clay, the red rivers, the deep valleys, the steep mountains. And it's not like, you know, like constant red. There's enough of a jumble that it makes sense. And a complete dwarven citadel. Whew. Does look like rust. All the rust. Alright, let's go find our fisher person. Who should be down here. There we go. And there's Ulthi! Hello, my friend. Burka's online!
The fishing has been poor. I suspect the Easterlings are to blame somehow.
Alright. Alright, travel to the entrance of Yarnfast, which is conveniently right over there. Well, dude, you know what? I'm gonna tell you one of the reasons why you're not catching any fish. The water's too damn shallow for fish. I need but the smallest of fish. Alright. Still looks more rust than brown. Of course, being the home of Dane Ironfoot, rust is a distinct possibility. Alright.
It has been many years since last I was here.
Alright. And we're gonna take this pocket item.
Come find me when you are ready to return to the Lonely Mountain.
Find Nan the Slakeless, Lord of the Ironfort, at his throne. So, King Thorin's younger brother, Nan. Alright, I think that's actually going to be a good spot to stop. We're going to actually go talk to Nan here real quick. And that'll be a good point to leave it for now. Because Nan, of course, is an old friend of sorts. When did this become a mirror? It's totally... Well, it's not a mirror. It's looking... Well, yeah, it is. Something's broken. I think it's supposed to look like this. A mystery for another time. And I actually do like how the Lord's throne room is not like you go in and then straight to the back. You actually have to go around and up to the back, so.
You come from the Lonely Mountain and from my brother?
Find Durin in the bar. Okay. Well, let's go to the bar. That's definitely a good spot to end the show. In the bar with a drunken sot of a young princeling of the Longbeards. This is not the bar, this is the crafting area. That's right, the bar is back here. I feel my throat's giving out as well, so that's not good. That's not good at all. Yep, there's Durin. Durin the drunk. Alright, you are not prepared! So, we're gonna leave it here. We'll talk to Durin, probably the next time I stream Lotro on this character. Thank y'all for being here. You know, whether you came in early, came in late, subbed, resubbed, dropped some... Well, nobody dropped any biddies. Who cares? Don't worry about it. Next stream will be Monday evening. I am expecting to hang out at Ales and Tales while I work on TD's artwork, because I need to finish TD's artwork. And I will see you then. So be good, and if you can't be good at it. Bye now.